Hello everyone，星期四快乐！我们每个星期四呢都在同一时间呢跟大家见面喽。大家好。OK，so 今天呢，其实呢，我们一开始的时候呢，先要跟大家回顾一下哈。因为上个星期呢，其实有很多人问说，你们每次介绍那个补气茶哈，请问可以做成汤吗？快来回答！上星期其实我们已经做了一个那个润肺汤，对不对，美医师？对哈，所以润肺汤呢其实很简单，就是加梨。加胡萝卜，还有加一个那个异薯薯，这个呢就可以用来润肺了。但是今天呢，我们主要做的呢，就是要讲关于脾胃系了。OK， 现在呢要跟Facebook 的朋友先打招呼哈。哇，好多朋友已经进到我们的 Facebook 来了，赶快跟大家打招呼。Hello Evelyn Lim Yu Eugene Bocky Panda Jenny Chow Christina Go 夏雷华Jennifer Ng Chu Helen。Janet M.L. Lim, Sharon Lim, Christine Lam Mei Fong, Serene Pei, Lin Wong, Florence C, Lau Ivy， 大家好，欢迎来到我们的facebook.com/TCM Live SG Instagram 的朋友，你们好 ，Hello Instagram 的朋友 ，OK，so 没事。So 我们先要做的呢，就是先来介绍一下 ，OK， 今天每一次呢很好，因为他说呢，每一次来我们都要介绍一个食疗方，好不好？所以今天呢也不例外。今天呢我们的食疗方呢是专门要跟大家呢补脾胃的，为什么呢？我们每个星期呢都会聊关于气嘛，对不对？所以上个星期我们讲了关于这个肺气，今天呢我们要走起的呢就是脾胃方面的一些问题了。所以今天呢前面的15到20分钟呢，我们先来要美医师呢跟我们分享一下今天的食疗方是什么。先给大家看一下这个汤哈 ，OK， 因为很多人都问说，对。有薏米，放心。
这样不用带。
那个汤呢，其实是这样子的哈。很多人说那个是茶还是汤 ？You can have it as a tea or a soup。如果你熬成汤的话，哈 ，it looks like that。Okay, looks like that。如果你熬成汤的话，但是其实呢，如果你要喝 as 茶的话呢，只要把梅医师的那个补气茶的所有的材料呢放到你的 thermal flask 里面保温壶，然后呢放一个晚上，隔天早上起来呢就可以当茶喝了，对不对，梅医师？
对。
OK， 方便易懂，赶快跟大家复习一下，因为今天这个是我们的基本方啊 ，OK， 红枣 red dates， 红枣，桂圆龙眼干。枸杞 wolfberries， 党参 and 北芪。This is the basic set， OK？ So 梅医师今天煮了这个汤，那我先开动了哈，梅医师。
对，
真是快乐的一天。Very nice。这个汤你熬多久，梅医师
？2个小时。
要熬2个小时哈。
对。因为汤都是要慢慢开大火，慢慢煮到它的那个味道全部煮出来。那么因为煮汤为什么时间要长一点？因为有时可以破坏掉一些食物一些毒性啊，一些不好的成分，时间久了它会慢慢把它破坏掉一些比如凉性的，它会慢慢的变成比较偏温热起来。所以煮汤为什么要时间久一点，就是这个原因。
终于明白了。Okay, so just now I was asking 梅医师 how long did it take her to brew this beautiful bowl of soup, tonic soup, right? She said 120 minutes, 2 hours. Why is it that you're willing to bring it to boil and simmer for 2 hours? Because some of the herbs, the longer you cook, there may be some I wouldn't call it toxic, but the more you cook, the more you can bring out the benefits of the soup.Okay, so spend some time, be patient. Okay, it's going to take 2 hours. Okay, 然后呢，这个梅医师你说到了嘛，今天的汤呢跟上个星期的不一样所以今天的汤有什么特别之处？里面有什么特别的材料？Today we have a different recipe, okay? So every week we're going to have one recipe. Last week's recipe, it's very good for your lungs. And that's our first chapter actually, because everyone is so concerned about the health of your lungs nowadays, especially we're in the middle of a pandemic, right? So 上个星期呢我们润肺。这个星期呢我们要做什么，梅医师？
这个星期我们要补脾胃之气。那么你看我们的这个 补气汤的基本就在这里了嘛。所以你看刚才有人问说可以加冰糖吗？其实都不需要加冰糖的，因为红枣也甜，
对，
这个龙眼肉也是甜，枸杞子也是甜。但是如果你有糖尿病的人，你红枣就一定要拿掉，
一定要拿掉哈。
对，就不要放红枣，
OK，
放枸杞子就可以了。
没事，我突然间发现一个东西，我知道为什么今天这么奇怪了，因为我坐到你的椅子。来，没意思，你应该做这个，有可以靠背的，靠背的。这个 stool 应该是我做才对。You see this cute little stool？ You see， 这样就 balance 了。然后我在想 ，What's so different today？ 哈 ，OK， 不好意思，没事，刚才您说到一半，对不起，打岔了。您刚才说到糖尿病患跟这个红枣。
薏米剂。
OK， 来。OK 啊
，OK，
可以 ，So 可以了哈。可以，来，没事。So 刚才你讲到这个红枣 ，right？So 糖尿病人如果红枣拿掉的话，还需要用什么来 substitute 吗？用什么来
枸杞汁咯，
就可以哈。OK，
枸杞这个就可以。我跟它包起来，因为枸杞没有包起来，它很容易变成黏黏的。
Okay. So for our friends, if you are diabetic, you can get rid of the red dates, and replace it with wolfberries. Okay? 那今天呢，我们有这个基本款的补气茶，对不对 ？OK， 五样不同的食材啊。那我们要加什么在里面呢？美意思？
我们加莲子。
OK， 这个莲子先给大家看啊。
要白莲子。
OK， 这个请问这个莲子，白莲子啊？美意思，对不起，请问莲子有几种？
莲子有香莲子跟白莲子香莲子它的皮是比较带有褐色的，那这是去皮以后变成香莲子，白香莲子。
So 我们如果要去买的话，我们不可以只讲莲子，对不对？我们要跟人家讲我要买白莲子。Okay, this is actually lotus seed. Okay, so today the new ingredient number 1, lotus seed. OK， 而且你已经把那个芯给去掉了哈，对不对？
对。
没错，我们
还没有去芯，要先泡水给它膨胀先，膨胀以后去掉那个芯，不然它会带苦。那这样就可以煮了。
OK， so 今天呢，我们要护脾胃的这个汤啊，第一个食材先介绍给大家啊，白莲子 ，OK，this lotus seed。You have to actually soak in the water for how long? 美意思泡水要泡多久？
最少要泡1-2个小时。
You need to soak in the water for 2 hours. Okay, approximately 60 to 120 minutes. Okay, and then 泡了水之后，它会张开嘴嘛，对不对？就要把它里面的那个芯取出来。
它的莲子芯。
Okay, so this is what you do. After you soak in the water, the lotus seed will slowly smile at you. This is the time where you take maybe your fingers might do to pluck out the tongue. OK， 所以他开嘴巴把他舌头抢出来。OK， 这个因为那个舌头是那个莲子芯是属于偏寒的，是吗？美意思？
对，它清心火。
OK， 所以那个莲子芯也可以用来当茶泡吗？还是那个莲子芯我们去了丢掉？
去了丢掉。如果你要收起来泡茶也可以，不过因为很苦。它太苦，所以没有人喜欢喝。但是如果你是晚上睡眠不好或者心火很旺的人，那就是会觉得睡觉睡不好，那你就可以把那莲子芯留下来吃。
OK， 如果心火很旺的人，晚上睡觉睡不好，那个莲子的芯呢可以当茶泡 ，OK， 但是呢一般的人呢不要碰到那个莲子的芯了啊，单单取出这个白莲子就好。那这个白莲子有什么功效？美而医师，
白莲子可以健脾胃，那么它主要它还可以止泻，因为脾胃不好的人通常大便就是烂黏黏的嘛。所以他吃这些莲子啊、淮山，它就会变成给它收摄起来。
没事，可能我们要靠近一点，因为好多人说听不到您的声音，有点小。
让我坐前，你坐后。
对，这样。
因为我们要1米距离。
OK， 好，就这样啊，没事。OK，
所以这个白莲子它必须要经过这个泡蒸以后膨胀，它不然煮不烂的哦。千万记得煮莲子的时候，所有材料一起下去，不要等水滚放莲子，那莲子怎么煮都煮不烂。
所以那个莲子一定要泡过啊，要不然怎么煮都煮不烂，对不对？
对。
OK，so 这个美医师你说呢，要煮的时候呢，这个是对脾胃非常的好，因为如果脾胃不好的人呢，大便通常都很难成型，要不然就是有一点绵绵的，对不对？
对。
所以这个呢吃了之后呢，就可以健脾胃。OK， 好，那可能很多人有朋友就是会好奇说，这个的分量要怎么拿捏
？150克。
150克啊，OK，
等一下我们的 recipe 会出来。
哦，等一下我们 after that 10 o'clock we put the recipe up，OK？So this is the new ingredient number 1, lotus seed. Soak in the water for 2 hours and then you remove the greenish part, okay? This one, it's really good for your digestive system. And you know, if you go to the toilet to pass motion, you realize that, why is my feces a little bit soft? You know, why is it soft and sticky? This is the one. This is the one. Okay? 声音比较好了。OK， 那第二样材料是什么？美医师？
这个就是淮山。
淮山 Chinese yam。
山药。
OK， 这个淮山大家应该熟悉哦。淮山 ，This is Chinese yam。这个对脾胃也是非常非常的好。OK，
你买这个中国来的
Chinese 淮山，
这一条才2块2毛8。
看一下，因为我们这个平台其实就是要用希望大家呢可以用最经济实惠的方法呢来补身体。OK， 所以我们介绍的东西呢不会贵的，大家放心。这么大条的淮山呢$2.20 at NTUC。You can get this at NTUC for just $2.20. Okay? 打广告。You can get this at a supermarket for $2.20.
那 supermarket 是日本的。日本的这样一条我看要10多块。
我们不用买日本的，对不对？其实我们可以买 China 的也可以。
对，
是吧？
因为功效是一样的。
Okay, so you know when you choose the Chinese yam， 可能很多人会好奇说，所以 Chinese yam 就是长得这样直直的吗 ？Actually， 跟大家分享一个可爱的小故事啊。你知道以前我在拍实在好源头的时候呢，我介绍的其中一个食材呢就是淮山。淮山其实它生长的时候呢，像一条蛇一样。像一条蛇一样会弯弯曲曲、弯弯曲曲的，所以呢，那些农夫要种植淮山怎么办呢？拿 water pipe，literally PVC water pipe， 然后让小淮山呢在里面生长。所以呢，淮山你看才可以这样直直的，因为它在 water pipe，PVC water pipe 里面生长的。OK， 这个的好处是什么？美医师，淮山
它的好处真的是非常多。首先第一个好处，那就是可以健我们的脾胃。就是给我们那些肠胃常常不好的人，消化不好或者刚刚生病的人，他们可以煮淮山粥或者淮山饭，因为它没有味道，所以你切小块小块跟饭跟粥一起煮，所以那些小孩子也可以吃，他们不会因为饭有味道他们不喜欢，所以你就可以一起煮。那么如果他们不喜欢淮山，你就全部吃淮山。吃了淮山以后，它可以长肉不长油。
重点，女性朋友们，来，美医师再 repeat 多一次，吃淮山可以长什么？
长肉不长油。
所以你不会变胖哈，吃淮山。
但是你的肌肉会有弹性。
肌肉有弹性，又不会变胖。
对。
这么一讲你明天去 NTUC 可能2.2块变2.8块了嘞，美医师这样一讲。
今晚快点去。
今晚快点去。Okay, so this is Chinese yam. This is what we call Chinese yam. But if you were to get it from a supermarket, this is from China. It's about $2.20. If you get the ones from Japan, it's going to cost about 5 times more. Okay, tonight we're going to use the ones from China. Okay, so this one is really good for your spleen. And what it does for you is that this one helps you to grow muscles so that your skin is elastic, elasticity, but you will not get fat. You will not get fat from eating this. 所以呢，这个可以补肠胃，又不会大肚腩，这个真好，梅医师。那淮山应该怎么煮？梅医师说 ，How should we actually cook 淮山？
淮山煮法很简单，就是你把皮削掉。削掉这个皮，它很黏嘛。手会黏，有些人会痒，所以你戴个手套比较好。好像你现在煮粥的话，你只要一小段，大概2-3寸就可以了。那你煮汤又要一半嘛，这一半差不多250克，这一条才半公斤而已嘛。
哇，半公斤2.2块。Very good。
所以你就一半下去煮，然后削掉皮。那你 如果吃不完，你先切一半，一半收起来，削皮就削一半就好，否则它会变黑掉。它氧化，因为它铁质很多，所以淮山里面的矿物质很多，铁质啦、钙呀、锌都很高，所以淮山还有一个黏黏的液体，我们叫做多糖这个粘液。多糖的这个粘液对我们身体，如果跟体内的钙结合在一起，它就会沉淀在我们的软骨里面，那我们的软骨就比较有力，所以它可以强筋骨。古代的医家讲强筋骨就是这个意思。
梅医师，当你说它对我们的软骨很好的时候呢，是不是有一些老人家，尤其是膝盖的软骨被磨损掉了之后呢，他们走路会很疼很疼，所以是不是年轻的时候就要开始吃淮山来保护软骨？
对，
因为人老足先衰，所以 now is a very good time for you to take care of your legs as well。而且梅医师，你知道吗？其实这个淮山啊。Oh, by the way, for our English-speaking friends, especially from our friends from Indonesia, Medan, 他问说, this one we cannot get it fresh in Indonesia, 梅医师, can we actually buy the dried version? They are from Indonesia.
可以，你要买新鲜干的，不过你就是不要买有硫磺熏过的。
Okay.
硫磺熏过的淮山非常白，但是煮出来很酸。
So it's okay for all our friends in Indonesia. If you don't have the fresh version of the Chinese yam, you can get a dried version. But do not get those that's been treated with sulfur. Okay? Those that have been treated with sulfur, visually, they look beautiful because it's pure, it's white. But after brewing it in the soup, your soup will taste a bit tart. Okay? So if you can use dried ones, but not those treated with sulfur. Then, okay? So yes, you can buy dried ones, no problem at all. And the best part about this is that it's also very good for the calcium supplement, iron supplement. You can find a lot of minerals in Huaishan. And back in the good old days, in ancient times, so what do people, because in the past, they do not have peels to build up their muscles and their bones, right? So what do our forefathers in ancient times, what do they eat? 淮山 okay? 还有呢，梅医师，这个淮山 and one last thing, this one, if there's this sticky fluid in there, if it touches your skin, you might itch a little bit. So when you're washing 淮山, right, wear gloves and then you slowly peel off the skin. You do not take the outer part. You only take the inner part, okay, the white color part, all right? 那梅医师，这个呢，其实我有听说，其实呢，很多人都说呢，为什么我天天喝这个淮山汤啊，天天呢？可是我喝了之后都没有见效。然后我就问他，你喝淮山汤没有见效，怎么可能？他们就说呢，对啊，我就喝那个汤。我问他们，你没有吃那个淮山？他们讲没有。
要吃淮山才有用。
You see， 所以这个大家 OK，so 梅医师这个汤，我们不只要教人家怎么煮，我们也要教全部的朋友们呢怎么吃才对，对不对？要不然说浪费好料嘞。
因为很多人煮淮山呢，把淮山丢掉，喝那个汤。但是因为山药的那个食物，就是那个山药才是真正的有效物质都在里面。而且很好吃嘛，好像吃番薯这样。
可是他们觉得因为这个没有味道，所以他们觉得反正是不是因为煮汤了没有味道？其实这个它的真正的精华是要咀嚼之后呢，人体才可以吸收到它的，对不对，梅医师？
对。
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I've got a friend. She has a problem with her digestive system. This is a real story. So she told me, right, hey, you know what? You told me that this Huaishan is really good. So in the morning I cook Huaishan zhou, Huaishan porridge or Chinese yam porridge. And then at night I still drink Huaishan soup. Why is it that I don't see any improvement at all? Then I say, you do it every day? She said, yeah, I do it every day. Then what happened? She said, I don't know, I just drink the soup. Then I asked her, do you eat the Huaishan or not? She said, no, I just drink the soup. Then the magic of Huaishan, the essence of Huaishan, can only be released after you chew and swallow. You have to eat it to actually get the benefits of Huaishan. Okay, so this is not like the other herbs. Where you boil it, you just throw away the herbs and then you just drink the soup. For Huaishan, you need to chew and swallow the Huaishan to enjoy the benefits of Huaishan. Okay, remember that, everyone. All right. 那这个呢，要怎么样拿捏它的分量？梅医师，刚才我们说补气250克，说补气茶打底。Okay, this is the base, So every week, same thing. The base is the same. Red dates, 北芪、党参啊 ，not ginseng 啊，党参啊 ，wolfberries 枸杞子、桂圆 dried longan. 5 items as the base. Today we have added in 150 grams of lotus soup, 150克啊 and 250 grams of Chinese yam. Okay, so this soup is really good for your digestive system. If you've got digestive problem, this is the soup, okay, that we'll recommend. 梅医生啊，很多朋友都问说呢，这个 soup 是不是 can it be eaten daily? Ziggy D 问，天天喝吗？
哦，天天喝不需要，因为我们有很多食材、很多汤给大家喝。什么东西都是不能天天喝，天天喝、天天吃，当然是对身体会变成习惯了，它就没有效果。
梅医师呢，我们在 Instagram 也看一下哈 ，Sunshiny 问说 ，infants 小孩可以吃这个淮山泥吗？
可以呀，
可以哈，
小孩子
几岁以上就可以，小孩子是更好啊。
对，6个月以后就可以了。
Yes, you can make 淮山 puree, but your infant must be at least 6 months old. OK， 就是6个月之后就可以了。All right，
我有一个故事讲给大家听，在1980多年的时候啊，有一个小孩子，他那时出世的时候就一直泻肚子，不能吃任何牛奶粉，什么都不能喝。哎呦！所以当时他在住脚医院，什么都不能吃。那他的爸爸来找我的老师，老师就说，你就用这个山药哦。那时没有这个新鲜的，都是干的。那时山药1公斤是70几块嘞。
哇，80年代70几块很大嘞，没意思。
对，那时淮山新加坡还很少有，非常贵。所以他就磨成粉，当成奶粉泡给孩子吃。那么吃到孩子就不会泻了。那么可以出院，但是他每天都是靠淮山来当成他的奶粉来喝，喝到他长大为止。哇！所以他的父亲真的是说卖掉1辆车来给孩子吃。
真的是要卖掉1辆车的，如果天天这样子50块40块50块40块这样吃，
所以这个淮山小孩子是可以吃的，因为有人吃过嘛，所以我们就会知道
在临床上我们看过了，而且真的是有效，对吧，梅医师？
对。
So May was just sharing a real life story. Back in the 80s, she has got a patient, an infant just born. And the infant couldn't drink milk and always passing motion, having a bad diarrhea. So what the father did was the father looked up May Yi's teacher, and the teacher actually advised the father, try Huaishan. Okay, try the Chinese yam. And guess what? It worked. Chinese yam puree for the infant. It worked. Okay, so the baby now it's like full grown, healthy baby, healthy man now. Okay. 孕妇可以吃吗？美医师Chai Hong So 问说这个汤孕妇可以吃吗？
可以，孕妇是可以吃的。不过有人说吃的淮山半夜一直咳不停。
哈？
我看你可能是对淮山外面那个黏黏的液体有一点敏感。不过你淮山煮熟了，应该不会有这个问题。
没事，我有一个朋友也是吃了会咳，但是你知道他为什么会咳吗？他连这个皮也拿去煮。所以我讲淮山 really， 然后 OK， 我跟他讲，你拍 FaceTime 给我看，他拍 FaceTime 给我看的时候，他真的切哈，然后这块了没有去皮哈，拿下去煮。我讲哎呦，来也可以。So you have to remove the skin of the 淮山 first， OK？ 另外呢，有人问说，请问这个新鲜淮山生吃可以吗 ？Billion Tan。生吃，
在日本的他们就有人拿来生吃，在这个中国的好像你摸了就养生吃，不是更痒？所以应该要生吃，可能要用盐洗过。
要用盐洗过OK。
但是我们还是不要尝试这个。不过日本人有生吃的，
日本人他们磨成泥之后，早餐他们就盖在饭上面，然后就这样吃。
可能他们的淮山不会引起痒或者过敏，这个我们还没有探讨到。
所以中国的淮山是我们今天介绍的哈 ，OK？Iris 哥问说，淮山需要煮多久才算熟哈？ Good
淮山
question.
其实煮上1个小时多就差不多熟了。
1个小时多哈。会师有一个小儿科的问题，会师问说呢，那如果帮小朋友或者婴儿煮的话呢，是要水煮吗？还是要蒸？还是要怎么做？梅医师，
你可以跟粥一起煮，煮了如果小孩子很小的话，要跟他
blend
搅拌一下，搅拌一下，那么才喂他吃。
就可以了哈，就这样子。另外呢，有很多的朋友也是问说，那既然这个对肠胃好的话，请问对胃酸倒流 （acid reflux） is Chinese yam good for acid reflux as well？
可以啊，因为它可以补胃气嘛。
也可以哈。So yes, if you have acid reflux, you can try this soup. The soup that we recommended with lotus seed and Chinese yam. OK，那我们看一下 Instagram。是文思西安 ，How to wash the sticky part? Actually， 怎么洗都洗不掉的。
不用洗的，
对，
就是放一点盐，把它搓一搓，那么就可以去煮。
The magic about 淮山 the essence of 淮山 it's also the sticky part. So if you get rid of the sticky part, the benefits of 淮山 is greatly decreased. Okay, so what you do is you use salt and give it a good salt rub, and then wash. Then you can cook. Remember, you have to peel off the skin also. Okay. 另外呢，我们看到这边说，请问那个淮山可不可以降低血糖？因为可能 pet 1-2 hump。他可能有血糖高的问题，他会担心说吃个淮山会不会影响到？
淮山可以降血糖的。
So pet 1-2 hump not only can you eat 淮山 is also good if you have high blood sugar level. Okay, this one can lower your sugar level. Okay, good question. Thank you for your question as well. Now back to Facebook. 另外呢，也有人说呢，请问煮这个汤的时候需要怎么样调味吗？还是能调味吗？
只要放一点点盐就行了，因为所有的汤它本身味道都非常香甜，所以不需要调什么味道，只要放一点点的盐调一下味道就行了。
我们所以 just a bit of salt for seasoning will do. OK， 我们看到来 Bun Cheng，他问说呢 ，Hello， 请问患癌的朋友可以喝吗？而且癌症病患手脚麻痹可以吃什么？所以我们先分开2道不同的问题啊。第一个就是患癌的朋友可以吃这道淮山补气汤吗？
可以，因为一般上可以喝，只是有一些人是乳腺癌或者子宫卵巢癌，就不建议他每天喝，可以说1个星期1次，因为它是植物的荷尔蒙比较高。如果是有一些建议是说不要吃太多，但是是可以吃的。
OK，所以我们不要吃太多，就是物极必反。OK，so 来 Bun Cheng 还是可以吃，但是分量呢可能可以拿捏一下，就是可能不用每天吃，1个星期1次，可以吗？梅医师？
对
，once a week。OK，
那个癌症的病患，他们经过化疗以后，那个末梢神经很多被破坏了，所以他会麻痹，有些麻痹在半年里面会恢复，有些不容易恢复。不过有一个方法很好的，就是在你化疗的时候回来，你的手跟脚你可以买一个 heat pack， 就是那个热带
暖包，
让你的脚踩在那个热带上，那么手也可以放在那个热带，给它热，就是你化疗回来你就做这个动作，这样他的手就不容易这样麻。
Okay, so Lai Bun Chong, to answer both your questions, number one, can cancer patients enjoy this soup? Yes, but try to adjust the frequency to just once a week. Question number 2, so after chemotherapy, the cancer patient actually feels a numbness in both his hands and feet. What to do? You know all those heat pack that you bring along with you when you go for winter sports or when you are on a travel when you're traveling to a winter country. Now, keep that in the pocket, and then you put the hands in the pocket. And for your legs, you can also wear socks with heat pack in there. So keep your hands and feet warm, okay? And see if it helps with the numbness that you get from chemotherapy, all right? OK，我们再回答多几道这个关于食疗的问题，我们就要往前走了哈。OK，因为时间已经9点半了。OK，so 另外呢，有人问说，美医师，请问这个淮山，请问对胃气胀有助吗？有帮助吗？
有帮助的。
嗯，
因为胃气胀的人很多都是脾胃气比较不足。
是。
今天就是我们要带出这个话题。
哎呀，太好了！所以今天我们要聊的是 Yup 6234，我们要聊的这个主题啊，就是跟胃有关、脾胃有关的，对不对，梅医师？
对，因为我们中医讲这个胃啊，脾胃嘛，
是
脾胃是给我们整个消化系统，然后帮助我们可以把整个食物，我们吃进去的食物就是要放在胃里面，好像 blender 这样 blend 嘛。
对
blend 完了以后，它必须要在脾胃的作用下，那么给它吸收，就是它要所谓脾的阴化，它必须要把一些食物有一些酶的加入啊，这些，那么才会转化为一些精华。
是，
这些精华就会慢慢的脾会把它升到我们的肺啦，去生化气血，然后输送到全身去。这样我们的全身就有足够的营养。但是那个脾它的这个功能就是还会有一些把那个血液的循环固摄在那个血管里面，它就不容易溢出来，所以就有些月经不会崩漏啦，不会说来月经来不停了，这些跟脾气都有关系。所以脾的作用，它主要是承担我们消化的食物跟吸收我们的营养，帮忙消化，
帮忙吸收营养，
然后帮忙输送出去。
Okay. So Macy is just telling us about what in the TCM concept. Okay, what does the spleen do? Okay, it's almost like a logistic company. Think of it this way, So once you consume food, okay, and then it goes into your gastric, right? And then that's where, think of it as a blender, as a hot blender, okay? So after blending all the food, you get the nutrients, right? The spleen, what does it do? It will call up the lung and say, hey, you know what? I've got some good stuff. I'll send it over to you, okay? And then you bring it out like a logistics company to every part of the body. Remember in the TCM concept, when we talk about the lung, the spleen is not just an organ, but they are systems, okay? So the lung is like a logistic system. The spleen is like a call center, okay? So the call center will call up the logistic people and say, 我这边的货已经做好了，好料在这边，你赶快来拿, okay? Then they send it to the lungs. The lungs will send up to the rest of our body, okay? That is very important. And also in the TCM concept, all right? The spleen helps to keep the rate of blood flow. It also regulates the rate of blood flow. That's a very important concept. Remember, we are talking about the TCM perspective of the organ spleen. It's a system, not just a singular organ. Okay? 那每一次所以呢，我们讲了这个脾的功能了嘛，对不对？
对，所以我们说脾胃是我们后天之本，就是你先天可能不足，后天可以通过脾胃来调理。让你的身体健康起来。
You remember this story? I'm not sure. Of course, for all our new friends, this might be your first time hearing it. On our very first session, I shared with Mei the story of Jing Jie. You know, she said, hey, in Korea, a lot of people, they're not sick, but they just go to TCM doctors and they bring their infants and kids to the TCM doctors. Why? Because when both parents are like 1.6 meters tall or 1.65 meters tall, they want their kids to be 1.8. What do they do? Now, 脾为后天之本，所以先天不足嘛，两个父母都是不高的 ，OK？ 要孩子长得高怎么办？先天不足，后天补上。That's what we are talking about here today, OK？ 要记得哈 ，OK？
所以我们脾气不足的人，他会有什么表现？既然他是消化有关，所以他气不够的话，他就是吸收的不好，所以他就会出现肚子胀啊。吃不了很多，吃不了他就没有生化气血，他就觉得没有什么气力，很疲倦，肚子容易胀风，很想吃，吃不多，吃一点点肚子就胀起来了。
哎呦，这个其实很多人在临床上我们都看到哦。
对，这些都是脾胃的气不好。那么为什么他们会这样？很多时候就是喜欢喝冷饮，
哦，
喝很冷很冷的，然后偶尔喝冷是不要紧，但是不可以每次喝到冷冰到那个胃里面进去，
哎呦，
然后那个温差太大不可以。
嗯，
那另外就是少运动，脾胃不好的人都是很懒得动，越懒得动，脾胃就越不好。
Oh, so how do we tell if we are lack of qi in our spleen? Remember, in the qi xian perspective, the spleen is a system. So how do we tell that it's lacking in qi? Okay, one, you just feel bloated, really, really bloated. Even if you just eat like 1 grain of rice, 你只吃那么一点点，你都觉得胀，这个就是脾胃不好。而且 your feces, when you pass motion, it's always very soft, like sticky and soft. Okay, so these are the few symptoms that your body is telling you, hey, you know what? Hey, the spleen is not doing very well. It's lack in qi. It's lack in qi. Okay, so what should we do? Two things to avoid. One, please avoid being lazy. You need to exercise because the lazier you are, the lack of when you're lack in exercise, the spleen will not do a good job in keeping your body healthy. Okay, so exercise number one. Number two, try to refrain from icy cold drinks. Try to refrain from icy cold drinks to protect your spleen. Okay, so we have shared about how you tell that your spleen is lacking qi, and two, what not to do to your spleen. Okay，然后呢，每一次接下来要讲的是什么？
接下来我们怎么从一些体表，你就会知道脾胃的气为什么不大够。
Really？
你看他的皮肤如果是瘦瘦的、没有肉的，那就是脾胃之气不是很好。
Oh, so okay, visually, how can you tell? One, the person is really very skinny, and you know the person basically has got not a lot of flesh, so you can sometimes see like what we call 皮包骨, they're really bony. Okay, symptom number one, 脾气不好. Okay, 第二个呢？
就是那个脾气
就是不是那个 mood 啊，不是 mood 啊，不是那个脾气啊，是spleen 的气。I think I better say 脾胃之气。OK， 有没有觉得脾气不好 ？I'm not angry one. No, it's not your mood. It's 脾气。OK， 不好。OK， 没事。
就是嘴唇，因为
看嘴唇啊。
对，因为脾的表现的外面的表现就是从嘴唇看得到。有些人嘴唇很会裂。有些嘴唇看过去滑滑，非常好看。那个是他脾胃非常好。
The second thing, visually, you can tell whether this person has got enough qi in his or her spleen. Look at the lips. If your lips crack easily, very dry and crack easily, this might be your spleen telling you, hello, lack in qi here. Okay? Symptom number two. 还有呢，没意思。
还有就是有一些人的口每次觉得很甜，
尝到一股甜味啊。
好像口甜甜、口黏黏，这些都是脾胃不好。
有，因为我们常听到有人讲，起来口苦苦，或者生病的时候口淡淡。对。现在我们讲的是口甜甜啊。OK。苦
是跟肝有关系。
苦跟肝有关系，甜是跟脾有关系。You know, sometimes when you just wake up in the morning, you haven't even had your cup of like Milo, but why is it I sort of taste sweetness on my tongue? I taste sweetness. Why is that so? Alert. You must be alert, okay? Why? Because this could be a symptom that your spleen is lack in qi as well, okay? 脾胃之气不足。
那么口淡淡。
Or you wake up, always tasteless. Whatever I eat, tasteless. Why? Because this could be a lack in qi as well for the spleen. Okay?
但是有一种人起来会口淡淡，是怀孕的妇女。那个就不是完全是这个原因。
The exception, it's pregnant ladies. Okay, so when you are pregnant, you wake up in the morning, everything just tastes so bland. That is natural. When you are pregnant. Okay?
另外就是最近的这个疫情就是冠病情，很多人中了以后为什么会失去味觉？ 啊，就是因为它跟脾胃有关系。
哦，所以脾胃其实也是跟我们的那个味蕾、那个味觉
对，
息息
因为我们
相关
有一条经络是走在我们的舌根下面，
啊。
所以这个舌根感觉不好。其实你看那些中 COVID 病的病人啊，就是冠状病毒的病人，他的舌头伸出来都是非常白、非常胖、非常厚。因为我们收集了很多这方面的照片。他们这个现象就是脾胃有问题。
Oh, so well, we are still in under the pandemic. So Mace was just sharing that some of our viewers, or maybe we know some people who has got COVID and they have already recovered. But why is it that they still feel like whatever I eat, it's bland, almost tasteless? That's because there's a meridian. There's a meridian that runs through here and it goes under the tongue. And that's what's affecting the sense of taste. This meridian is linked to the spleen. Now we know, okay?
所以我们在治疗这些病人的时候，就不可以用太多寒凉的药。
OK，
一定要用健脾胃的药。
健脾胃的药就好像每一次，比如说
要吃淮山啊，要吃莲子啊这些食物。
所以你看，好像 Irene 她说我一吃了之后不只要上厕所，而且呢还是 diarrhea on Irene。她说这个为什么？而且这个汤对她有帮助吗 on Irene？
对，有帮助，肯定有帮助。
它这个就是脾胃不好对不对？
对
大便糖吃饱了就是要上洗手间，而且大便糖稀糖。This is good for you because 淮山 is very good for this symptom. All right？另外呢，梅医师文思问说，那你刚才说脾胃不好，嘴唇很容易裂嘛，对不对？那要怎么办？他的嘴唇很容易裂，
那就要多吃这些食物咯，来帮忙你的脾胃气比较好一点。
另外有人问说，请问 What is the sickness if mouth always feel dry and thirsty? Leong Suk Ching， 他说他嘴巴一直很干，而且一直口渴。
那个应该是另外一个问题，就是可能他有糖尿病，另外一个就是他有那个我们叫做口腔的干燥症，叫做
Sjogren syndrome.
对。
Okay, so 干燥症 Sjogren syndrome. I'm not sure I pronounce it right. Later I'll show you the spelling. Leong Suk Ching. So 2 possibilities. One, your friend might be diabetic. Okay. 2, it could be the Sjogren syndrome. You feel dryness not just on your lips. Some ladies also feel dryness in the vagina area. Okay, so that is the gist of 干燥症. All right. So you must find out why is it always dry, because there are many different possibilities. 另外 Rose
铁山
OK 你要回答哪一道先 Simon 还是 Rose？ 每一次 Simon 好吗？OK come Simon On， 我用铁棍山药可以吗？
可以，铁棍山药是
What is 铁棍山药？
它是一个地方的名称。这个山药是非常贵的，那么这种山药是种植的方法是比较有一点不同。不过这个其实山药现在培植很多，不一定要用铁棍山药，但是在医书里面记载是淮山药，比较就是怀胎的那个怀
心字边
然
后一个部
那个淮山药是最好的。
OK so Simon On 这个淮山药as in 那个心字边，然后一个部，那个怀孕的淮山药是最好的。OK Rose 脾胃不好会影响尿道和前列腺吗？美医师会直接影响吗？
不会说直接影响，但是间接会影响，因为你脾胃不好的人的免疫力也会比别人差。比别人差的话，你就很容易有尿道感染这些发炎这些。
Rose Yap 有一道问题说，有什么穴位可以按摩吗？帮助脾胃要健脾胃之气，能按摩什么穴位？美医师 Rose Yap。So which acupoint is good to boost our qi for the spleen? 竹山里 Okay. So Rose Yap, there is this acupoint right here on the outer. Can find? I show you how you find it. So, can see my kneecap. Can see my kneecap. Very good. Friends on Instagram can see. Good. This is my kneecap. Okay, on the outer side of my kneecap, what you do is that you find the area that's 3 inches down, but it's your 3 inches, okay? Not mine, not the rulers, your 3 inches. How you get it? Index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and your pinky. This is your 3 inches, okay? You place it here. You may come out, there's a hole here, right? There are 2 sunken places, all right? So place it here, the sunken area on the outside, and then you place it here, okay? Now, move this finger slowly down, and then 1 inch away from this point, roughly here, is 足三里. You massage it, 足三里. Okay, so a quick recap. Your kneecap. Can you see there's 2 sunken holes? Choose the one on the outside. 3 inches from the sunken area. Move your finger down and move it slightly outwards. This is 足三里. This is 足三里, okay? Massage it, massage it. So 每一次这个足三里呢是要怎么样去按摩呢？是每天几次呢？还是要用？
其实每天有空哦，那你坐在那边手就这样按摩按摩，也是不错的。
就是他没有上限的，对吗？
对。那么有一些人他们会拿艾灸，不过有时家里不可以灸，很臭嘛。所以可以拿吹风筒吹一吹。
Really? So, Rose, apart from using your fingers, if you are lazy, you can also use hair dryer. Hair dryer. 我记得以前古人有一句话是说什么若要安，三里莫要干。所以如果你要身体安康的话，那你足三里不要给它干，他们就是揪到流脓哎。真的是有这样的说法吗？每一次可以揪到流脓啊？
那个叫化脓灸，但是在新加坡你不能这样灸，灸了你会上法庭。
Okay, so you don't do it, don't do it, okay? So a few ways to do it. 1, use your own fingers or thumb, of course. Okay, finger or thumb, up to you. 2, hair dryer. Okay, Rose Yap, 这个是保健穴也是对脾胃之气非常好的一个穴位。足三里 is really good. It promotes longevity. And it's very good to boost the qi of your spleen. Alright? 还有什么问题？赶快看一下。请问 Kevin Cole， 请问医师，脾胃不好呢会造成老人家湿疹吗？脾胃不好跟湿疹的关系？
其实是肺气不好会引起湿疹。
Kevin，
肺主皮毛。但是脾胃不好会有湿疹，是因为脾喜欢燥，不喜欢湿嘛。脾的功能它喜欢干燥，它不喜欢湿。所以如果你的湿的水分它不能阴化的很好，水分不能阴化好，它的那个就好像湿，好像一个东西湿久了它会产生黏，对不对？
对。所
以我们讲津液没有很好的蒸发，它会变成化痰。益久化痰化湿化痰，然后变成痰，然后就变成饮。
So it's more of the lungs, not the Chinese concept, the TCM perspective. It's more because of the lungs. Okay, 湿疹 eczema. Okay, MF Neo 小儿科，我的儿子每天呢流鼻涕，怎么办？每天呢，没意思。
这个就是他鼻子有一些敏感。我们介绍的那个补气茶应该常常给他喝，那么再叫他多运动，就是给他稍微的跑步运动，还有就是按摩他的鼻子的迎香穴。迎香穴
is just here. Can you see? Okay, you follow your nasolabial lines. Where's your nasolabial lines? Smile. 迎香穴 that's 迎香穴 just massage it. Okay, follow your nasolabial lines, go to the top where it ends, massage. Okay, help your son to do it or get your son to do it himself. Okay, this can help. 另外我们也是有鼻子敏感的问题 Alice Paul 72 from Instagram. Okay, Alice Paul 问说呢，请问鼻子敏感的问题有时候呢会流鼻血，时不时流鼻血，请问这个怎么办？
因为流鼻血的话，就是因为它的黏膜太薄了，而且加上如果小孩子来讲，他们痒起来，他们就乱搓，那个黏膜很薄，你搓了它很容易出血的。那有时你看他流血，你拿手电筒照一下，如果流血是在外面看得到的那个血，那没关系，因为是皮破而出血。
OK，
如果照不到它出血点在里面，我们就比较担心一点。
OK，so Alice Bo，你说你的朋友一直有这个问题，对吗？时不时那个会流鼻血，你可以用那个手电筒，用你 handphone torchlight mode，你照一下看看，他鼻子里面是不是有破皮？如果有的话呢，真的是可以算是比较不用令人担心的问题。但是如果你照了之后，那个血不是因为来自鼻子脱皮啊，可能要叫你朋友去做一下身体检查。OK，Alice Bo。另外我们看Facebook Anna GL。Thank you for the tips last week。我的脚跟呢，你虽然没有完全好，但是每天起床前的运动真的有效，疼痛减少了。I'll continue to do it。Thank you Anna GL。我们这个平台呢，给大家的讯息或者分享的一些资讯呢，第一，通常都是免费的。你看，按摩是免费的，推拿教你也是免费的，就算是食疗方，我们所跟大家分享的食材也是非常价格大众化的 wallet friendly prices。 All right，另外我们看到补气茶食补水分，
我们有订出来。
有Jenny Craig after this live you can go and visit our Facebook or Instagram. The recipe is all there, okay? So you can go and check. And today's recipe, we're going to put it up also. Okay? 另外有人说 if everyday hypothyroid， 他的 thyroid 是属于 hypo 的，请问可以吃这个淮山吗？
可以啊，因为 hypo 的人都是很多是脾胃跟肝脾不合，所以更要可以吃的，因为这是食疗，是很一般人都，而且这个很平性的食疗方
是。另外我们也看到哦，请问这几天 Jackie Call CY，Jackie Call 他说呢，这几天呢，他会胀气，吃了一点东西呢，肚子会疼，而且会一直打嗝。问题是什么？美医师，请问这个也是肠胃的问题吗？一直打嗝，一直打嗝。
这个是我们刚才讲。脾的气是要升上去，胃的气要下降。胃的气不能下降，一直往上冲的话，你就一直要打嗝，自己一直胀。所以我们那一天不是教过一个穴位，还记得吗？
肛门啊，
对，就是手腕放在身体的旁边，
就是先做 oblique 啊 oblique， 你的 elbow，OK， 动到这个地方，
你按住它，
这样
它的气就会出来了。
Okay, try this easy acupoint massage. Okay, Jackie, what you do oblique first. Your elbow, the area where it touches your rib cage, that's the acupoint, 肛门. Then you use the tip of your finger to gently, Jackie, gently poke. Okay, for about maybe 5 to 6 times. Okay, see if you feel better or not. All right.
如果这个还不会好，就叫他用这个剑突跟肚脐的中点。
剑突跟肚脐的中点是中脘穴吗？美医师，
是中脘穴这边按摩。
Okay, there's another acupoint. It's called 中脘. 中脘. How you find it? Very easy. It's actually 4 inches above your belly button. So you use 4 thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the point. Then you massage, okay? For example, your belly button is here. 4 thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 中脘. Massage it, okay? So these two are going to be very good for you, okay? Jackie Ko CY. 另外我们看到美医师苏林 Tan 问说 Hi, can the soup that's recommended by Dr. Tan be boiled in a pressure cooker？ 可以用那个蒸汽锅吗？高压锅来煮这个补气汤？
是可以的，因为高压锅是用很高的压力把它煮成。但是以我们煮药材最好是用慢火慢慢煮，因为慢火慢慢煮可以去掉一些毒性的 万一食物有毒性，它可以慢慢的消除。
凡药三分毒嘛，对不对，梅医师？
对
So actually, what we would suggest, Su Ling Tan, if possible, maybe you just want to bring it to boil and simmer it slowly for 2 hours. Okay, that's the best way to bring out the essence of the soup. Okay, 我们现在要进入一道妇科。Serene OS 说，步入了更年期 （menopause），黄豆加淮山做成姜，每天空腹喝，可以吗？梅医师，步入更年期的朋友 ，Thank you for your question, Serene。
这个是可以喝，不过那个豆浆它要懂得做，因为做这个豆浆的时候要有一个方法，就是豆拿去磨成酱的时候，你必须要煮上，滚了很多次，就是一直沸腾，把那个泡沫一直捞出来，捞到它没有泡沫，我们叫做胰蛋白酶不见掉了，那么吃起来才不会胀风。不然它吃起来肚子整天一直胀，很不舒服。
So regarding the question on menopause, Serene, yes, you can take soya bean with Chinese yam, no problem. But the way you cook, it's of utmost importance. It's very critical. For the soya bean, when you bring it to boil, you see foam on top, right? Get rid of the foam and then keep boiling it, and then get rid of the foam and then keep boiling it, and then get rid of foam and then keep boiling it. Why? Because if you don't do that and you consume this on a daily basis, you are going to feel so bloated. Okay? So Serene, the ingredients are correct, but the cooking method, you need to take note of. Okay, thank you for your question, Serene. Belinda Cheng 问说 Hello, 梅医师 I tried to massage the rib cage, 就是刚才那个章门穴 okay? And then she burped.
Yes.
What does it mean?
这个是他的气不能下，只有给他上，所以他的气出来，他的胃就不会胀了。
Belinda Cheng, this is actually right. This is actually good. Why? This is to help you release excess qi, so you won't feel bloated. So you have succeeded in finding the right acupoint, and you have done it right, Belinda Cheng. Well done. 最后我们看到的就是Bayan Kama, how to cure carpal tunnel problem. 腕管综合症，这个 carpal tunnel 怎么办？能治疗吗？中医方面要怎么做？
如果你的 carpal tunnel 这个遗迹的肌肉没有萎缩，你是不需要手术的。
Oh, so I need you to do something for me now. Bian Kam, can you hold your hand like that and look at this flesh or this muscle right under the thumb? Can you still see it? Can you still see it? If yes, you don't have to go for surgery. 也就是说，梅医师，如果这块肌肉呢萎缩的话，就是要动手术了哈。
如果萎缩到扁了，他拿东西拿不住，一直要掉下来，那才要手术。很多时候是很多人在更年期的时候，他身体有一点水肿，所以他的 water retention 就是
around this area
造成他的这个，因为这个腕管里面有9条肌腱，1条神经，那一条神经我们叫正中神经，9条肌腱跟神经在里面如果这个腔里面的液体或者很多，或者有点肥厚，它就会造成它压迫了，它痛，它麻痹，所以你只要把里面的那个压力减轻，它就不会那么麻了。所以不一定每个要去做手术。
Okay, so Bien Kam, you need to do just one thing for us now. Do this, and then you see whether this flesh is still there or has this part gone flat. If yes, you may really need to go for surgery. If not, there's ways to help you. There's ways to help you. Okay, 这个是不可以直接靠那个按摩来帮助他的是吧？梅医师，
你要问他，如果你的麻痹是1、2、3根半。
Don Tan, this is your question also on carpal tunnel Don Tan on IG. OK， 对不起，梅医师，3根半就是拇指、食指、中指还有无名指的一半。OK，
如果是这样的麻痹，才是腕管综合症，才是 carpal tunnel。
Okay, so a lot of people think that carpal tunnel is it because all my fingers numb? Not all your fingers. Your thumb, your index finger, your middle finger, and half of your ring finger. You feel numbness in 3.5 fingers, Now that's carpal tunnel. Okay, so how can we have to ease carpal tunnel? 梅医师，
如果是 carpal tunnel 这边有一个交界点，就是腕管的交界点，你就在这边轻轻的按摩它。
So the point between your palm and your wrist, there's this point between your palm and your wrist. Can you massage this?
不要压下去，就是
Don't exert too much energy.
就是给它揉一下就好。
Okay, just do it gently. 揉，轻轻的揉就可以了，对不对，梅医师？Okay, so that's what you do, huh? For both our friends on Instagram and Facebook, 两位朋友同时都问关于这个 carpal tunnel 的问题 ，All right？ 那时间匆匆的过，已经10:01了，哎呀，大家，我们1个小时的时间呢又过去了。So the time now is 10:01. 60 minutes just flew past us today. So I'll do a real quick recap, all right? So a quick summary, especially on today's recipe. Quick repeat. This soup is really good for your digestive system, okay? 红枣, red dates. Wolfberries, 枸杞. Dried longans, 桂圆. 党参 and 北芪. This one, basic, okay, the foundation. And then you add 150 grams of lotus seed. Lotus seed soak for 2 hours, get rid of the greenish part, and then you can start cooking it. Chinese yam, 淮山, peel off the skin, give it a salt rub, rinse it, use 250 grams, and cook with the soup. Bring the soup to boil and simmer for at least 2 hours, okay? And today we've also talked about a few ways where you can have to ease bloatedness. Remember the acupoint, the Opigood exercise where you can find 章门穴. And 4 inches above your belly button. Remember that, huh? And a very good acupoint that promotes longevity and good health. And also very good for the health of your spleen, the qi of your spleen. Remember? 足三里. Remember that also? And for all our friends who are going through menopause, if you feel that, hey, is this carpal tunnel? It could be due to water retention because of menopause. So just a light massage and see if it works, all right? And for kids who has got runny nose every single day, there's another acupoint that we have learned today here. 迎香穴, okay? Follow your nasolabial lines. Pop! And then on the top of it, just massage, okay? So these are the few acupoints that we have shared today. And don't forget to try our recipe. So we'll see you next week. Before we say goodbye, 梅医师有什么话要对我们的 Facebook 的朋友说的吗？梅医师
刚才有一个比较重要，我们回答他
啊，谁？
就是他说
，Yes，
他卵巢长瘤是不是可以吃淮山？
卵巢长瘤是不是能吃淮山？OK， 来，我们回答一下这个问题啊。
哎呀，这个比较重要，就是山药本身有植物性的荷尔蒙，所以如果你卵巢有长这个瘤的话，我们淮山就不要每天去煮来吃，你1个礼拜吃1次是没有影响的。
1个礼拜1次是 OK 的啊，但是不要常煮来吃，对不对？那如果跟这个荷尔蒙有关的，比如说这些乳腺癌的患者，也是淮山1个礼拜1次就够了，也不能多，对吗？
对
啊 ，OK， 了解了 ，OK。好，梅医师还有什么东西吗？
没有，大家吃得好，吃得健康，
吃得好，吃得健康最重要啊！所以这里大家要谢谢梅医师，谢谢。那记得哦，每逢星期4晚上9点，我们一一道来，再见。See you next Thursday, 9 p.m. Thank you, friends on Facebook, and thank you, friends on Instagram. Bye bye.